Hi everyone. This week the question is tell us about a time that you really should have lost your cool, but you didn't. And the time I really should have lost my cool, but I kept myself composed was essentially when I was assaulted at work. So I had an offender, I was out on the flag, and he bumped into me and basically groped my ass. Um, and then so activated like our emergency system and I reported it, and then he was taken to restrictive housing. And then about a week later, I get pulled into the lieutenant's office because they wanted to talk to me. And the Department of Corrections has two different ways that they discipline offenders. They can go the civilian route and add additional charges to their sentence. So, an assault of a corrections officer is typically an 18-month sentence minimum, in addition to the time they already have to serve. Or the DOC can go another route, which is to discipline them formally through their disciplinary system. And I later learned that our Office of Special Investigations had worked out a deal with this offender, and he was going to plead guilty to assault of staff, which meant, and essentially what they ended up doing was like adjudicating his sentence. So he got like a suspended sentence. So if he messes up within like 180 days, he gets X amount of days in segregation. But essentially, he only served 5 days in restrictive housing. And to me, like when I heard that, I was really upset. And I had a lot of people tell me that, oh, if that was me, I would have quit my job right on the spot. And that wasn't what I wanted to do. So when he told me that, I like asked to be excused. I just remained calm and composed. And I just like found an older staff to kind of lean on and just explain my frustrations and talk to them about it. Um, and so yeah, that's how I worked through that. And um, and again, like I just had to remember that like it's just a job for me, and at the end of the day, like I get to go home and they're still stuck inside of the prison, not going anywhere. And that sometimes discipline isn't always the answer for changed behavior. And I later had the offender write me a letter and apologize to me for that. And he does have some mental health issues and some substance abuse issues. And so when you take all that into effect, I really think that at the end of the day, the deal that he worked out was appropriate. Even though I didn't agree with it at the time, I now later look back on it and I say, like, oh yeah, I can see why they did that. And so that just shows like the amount of growth that I've had in my career.